Hey, what's going on, BBT? My name is Chris, and just a little backstory. I grew up in Palmdale, California, and after graduating high school, I went to community college where I studied German for a couple years for some reason. And after that, I did a student exchange program in Germany for a while, which I really enjoyed. After coming back to the States, I decided I didn't want to go to school anymore, and I joined the military. So I was in the Air Force for about 4 years, stationed mostly in Asia, and I also deployed to the Middle East for about 6 months, just working on airplanes. So I got out of the military about 3 years ago, where I decided to go back to school and use my GI Bill, and I've just been going. I've been going to school ever since. And so I actually read Andrew's book twice. The first time I read it was a couple years ago, but I was very committed to the academia route. And so I just kind of read it, but I didn't really do anything. And then about a year ago, I transferred to a university, a pretty competitive one, and doing kind of a tough major as well. And then I sort of came to the realization that maybe academia is not for me, which was pretty scary. But I just felt like I had to figure something out, and I always felt that trading stocks would be a good fit for me. And so I reread Andrew's book, and the second time I read it, it just felt more impactful. And I got my DAS subscription, and I've just been trading ever since. Okay, so the last thing that I want to say before I get into my trade is that I'm only trading parabolic reversals right now. I felt like after trading for 8 or 9 months, I was pretty good at all of the main strategies, but not really great at any one of them. And I felt like I was spinning my wheels, and I was just doing okay, but not as good as I wanted to. And actually, Eamon was nice enough to sit down and chat with me for like an hour and a half on a Discord call. And I told him everything that I was thinking, and he gave me the confidence to just commit to parabolic reversals. And again, I'm just shout out to Eamon, man. I really appreciate your help. And yeah, I'm just trying to do the best I can. And I've been trading parabolic reversals, only parabolic reversals, for about 5 weeks, I think. Maybe this is the sixth week. But yeah, I thought it would be kind of boring to just pick one strategy, but I actually really enjoy it, and it's been a blast just to learn this one thing. And yeah, so I'll just jump right into it. So here's my trade on NET. So you can see the first thing that caught my attention was this large bearish candle here. We are getting fairly extended from the 9 and the 5. Hindsight 2020, it just wasn't extended as much as I wanted it to be, but it was extended enough. And I felt like it was okay to kind of let that go because of price action approaching the 200 SMA on the 5-minute chart. So this, in my opinion, acts as very strong support. And so when I saw that, I was very interested. So I was willing to compromise a little bit on extension just because the volume was starting to come in very significantly, and we were looking to bounce off a very strong MA. So I love that, and once this hammer closed, I just decided I had to go. So again, this is my first ever live trade, and I have my recording here just to show the entry here. Okay, so this is a few seconds, about 15 seconds before I take my entry. I was thinking about taking it off of this candle right here, and to be honest, I feel like I can't even tell you why I didn't. It was very close. But I just felt like price action was not, like, it didn't get that hard bounce off of the 200 that I was looking for. It didn't feel like it was ready, so I decided to give it one more minute. And then after I was watching this candle, you could see it does a bit of a false breakout here. So it tries to come down and then gets spot back up on high volume. And it's at this point in time, 15 seconds prior to this candle closing, that I'm like, I'm taking this trade if it closes as a bullish hammer. Okay, so I'm going to let this play out here. I only got like a minute left on this recap, so I'll conclude it very quickly. But here we go. My entry is right there. Boom. And I get a pop immediately, which felt nice. So right when I entered and I saw the tape, I felt pretty confident. I felt like my stop should have been 2 cents rather than 3 cents. I think this is a very reasonable stop for a parabolic reversal. But this is exactly what I'm anticipating, like a momentum play back to the 9 on the 5. Okay, so just really quick to conclude, because I'm just about out of time here. Of course, you can see that I missed the larger part of this move, but I felt like the level 2 and just the way the volume was, I didn't feel like anything was going to tell me that this was going to happen. But after we broke back into this range here, you can see the stock was trading in a bit of a range. I decided to partial at the bottom of that range for 50%, and then it got a nice quick wick up to the 9 and the 5, and that's where I decided just to get all out. Hindsight 2020, we have moving averages converging. We're back into the range. We have the 50 catching up with the 9 and the 20. Probably should have held a bit of my position, but the level 2, again, didn't look that convincing to the bull side, and the volume was starting to drop. So decided to get all out. Happy with this trade. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys had a good day. Thank you very much.